It's Cinemassacre's Monster Madness! In the late 30s, Boris Karloff played a lot of mad doctor roles. Of all of them, I find this one to be the best. In The Man They Could Not Hang, he plays Dr. Savard, who's invented a device that can bring the recently dead back to life. He actually gets a volunteer, a young medical student, who allows the doctor to kill him just so he can try to revive him. Definitely a lot of faith right there, I must say. But once the doctor kills the poor guy, the police come in and he doesn't even get to finish the experiment. Then the movie becomes a court drama for a little while. We feel sympathy for him, and we know, or at least assume, that the doctor's experiment would have worked if nobody interfered. But of course, he's convicted guilty and sentenced to death. At that moment, he addresses the court, telling them how foolish they were because they're losing one of the greatest advances in medical science.
For you to condemn me in my work is a crime so shameful that the judgment of history will be against you for all the years to come. You, Mr. Prosecutor, are guilty of murdering not only me, but countless thousands who might have lived had you not destroyed the only man who could save their lives.
It's a doomy monologue that's one of Karloff's finest moments. A priest comes into a cell to say prayers, but Savard denies him. Combined with this notion, I happen to notice a pentagram shape on some of the doctor's lab equipment, so perhaps there's some devil work going on here. Savard has the plan all worked out. He gets his assistant to bring him back to life using his own device. It's all in the guise that he's just donating his body to science, which is pretty clever. Now he's back and ready to get revenge on the judge and jury that sentenced him. This is where the movie starts to get real good. He invites them all to his house and locks them in. Of course, they're all in shock to see him alive again, but Savard is so casual and cocky about it. This is where the movie's so great, because we can see Savard knows he's got them all in his trap, and seeing that trap unfold is where the fun is. From here on out, the guests, or should I say victims, try to find a way out, but there's traps at every turn. One of them tries to pick up a phone to call for help, but Savard rigged it with a pointed object that comes out and stabs the victim through their ear and into the brain. This same idea was used in Dr. Phibes Rises Again. Savard is very much a classic evil mastermind, sort of like Jigsaw from the Saw movies, or a James Bond villain. There's nothing like a good bad guy, and this is Karloff in one of his most sinister performances. At 1 hour and 4 minutes, it's worth your time.